Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. I started this and I got a phone call, so doing it again. Um, Today is Saturday, August 10th, and yeah, I have the vlog from Thursday is going to be uploaded today. And yesterday I didn't do anything. Thursday I emailed the funeral home asking about the death certificates, even though he did say that it would take a couple weeks to get them, and it's been like a week since the funeral. It seems like months, or a month's gone by when all this happened. I mean, it's going to be 2 weeks, I think, Sunday, when she passed away. It's crazy. Anyway, so they just called me because when I emailed them, or emailed the guy who did the funeral arrangements, he said they were here. He emailed me back saying they were here and he could drop them off tomorrow. And I was like, great. So I emailed my broker, or not emailed, I called my broker telling him that the death certificates will be here soon and I can mail it off, later Friday or today. Obviously, that didn't happen because one, he didn't call me back, with the address to send it. I should have called the secretary, but I didn't. And two, the guy never came. He was working he got busy, so he called me last night asking if somebody can drop it off today, and I was like, yeah. So they just called. They're coming at noon to drop everything off. So that's kind of good. The plan was, depending everything worked out, to go to the post office and mail everything. I had to make a copy of a death certificate for my mom's pension. I mailed that along with her last check that she got. I think that got crossed in the mail. That was on its way when she passed away, and when I called to notify him. And of course it sucks that I can't get the pension. She didn't have survivor's benefits. So I'm not holding my breath on my dad's pension. His pension would have helped me a great deal. Hers, not so much, but every little bit helps. So the new plan is to call my broker or secretary, get the address and stuff that I need to mail it, make a copy of my mom's pension. Well, I can do that today. Get that ready to mail. Go to the assessor's office Monday to pay the taxes. And let them know, because I know there's things I have to do with that. And then go to the post office, mail the stuff, and go from there. And then eventually, I think I'll call, maybe when I get home, a lawyer, depending what time I get back. Call a lawyer to get everything straightened out with the house and the county and all that stuff. Earlier this week, I got the homeowner's insurance and the car insurance for my mom's car. And I called them asking about the car insurance because I don't drive, and I'm going to be selling the car shortly to my mom's senior helper. We're making arrangements and plan and all that stuff. And she said that I didn't have to pay, don't have to pay it. Once it lapsed, then the policy's null and void or whatever. I'm like, okay. But with the homeowners, I already paid it. But she said I would need a deed for the house with my name on it or something. Really wacky and weird. Well, not really weird, but something like that. So I couldn't do anything without the death certificates anyway. And I already paid that, so I'm good for a year. That will be a future thing once I get everything straightened out. Because I still have to call the loan for the house, the place that we have the loan for the house, to call Cox Cable. And I think I said in my vlog that I called Visa or credit card. So Yeah, still, the few thing. Oh, I have to call HOA to get her name off and my name on. But yeah, still got all that to do. And yesterday and today, this morning, I was shopping for prices for ink for my printer because the magenta, the cyan, the blue, and the yellow are really, really low. The black is low, but not as low as the other three. And on not HP, on Office Depot Office Depot, Office Max, they were really high online. I think $81 for ink for the combo pack. I think it's a little bit cheaper in the store, but still, you know. And Amazon, Twitter, Amazon, Target, and Walmart, they were all the same. $57.99, and I almost ordered it this morning on Amazon, and because I would get it tomorrow, but it would have been like with tax, it would have been like 60 something. So I was like, no, I'll pass. So I decided to sign up for HP Instant Ink program. I almost signed up a while back, but backed out. I got the cheapest plan, it's like $2.99 for 50 sheets a month, and the plan don't start till I get their ink, which will be like in a week or so, like 10 days. I'm hoping soon because I really, really need it, because especially if I want to make a copy of her death certificate. So yeah, so I'm waiting for that, and I'm using the money that I have in my PayPal account. It's not much, but that's what I'll be using for now. I can always switch to a credit card. And money in my PayPal account is thanks to my two wonderful patrons. And I know I don't promote myself enough yet. I want to be sponsored and all that from my YouTube, because I really need, find a way to make money online with YouTube. But anyway, so you can't really see it, but click in the description below for all my links. I have Amazon Influencer in my shop, and my associates link, and my patron, and my coffee. And I'm associates with Crate Joy, which is a subscription box place. You have all kinds of subscription boxes. I have my art on Society 6, Redbubble, Zazzle. I know my art is not the greatest, but you know, buy a card or something. Anyway, and then I did list my wish list, Amazon wish list on here, just for kicks, and also my cherry on top wish list just for kicks. But please, 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 please support my links, support me, because I can really use it right now. Oh yeah, I think that's all for right now. So I'm going to end here and charge my charge my camera. So see you in a bit. So the guy from the funeral home, one of the workers from Craft Sauce Men, came and dropped off the death certificates and the guest book and some of these booklets. I thought it would have more. They printed off 40, I believe, but I think there's not. Well, there was at least 10 at the funeral, not including myself and my uncle, but I think there's maybe 10. I'm going to send a couple of these out to some people that she knew, one that she used to work with, and they used to talk to each other every so often since we moved here, and they exchange cards, or he would send Christmas cards and stuff. Didn't have his number when I was calling people to let them know. So I'm going to at least send one to him and maybe a couple others. But this is the front. This picture was actually both my parents about 20 years ago when my dad was installed at the commander for the American Legion. Well, the first time around. And, oops. and her information, and this poem. I'm going to try to read it without crying, but I don't promise anything, because I tried to do this once before and I ended up crying. My mom also used the same poem for his funeral, and I decided to use it for hers. It's, I'm free. Don't grieve for me, for now I'm free. I'm following the path that God laid for me. I took his hand when I heard him call. I turned my back and left it all. I could not stay another day, to laugh, to love, to work or play. Tasks left undone must stay that way. I found that place at the close of the day. Close of day. Perhaps my time seemed all too brief. Don't lengthen it now with undue grief. Lift up your heart and share with me. God wanted me now. He set me free. I did better that time around than the first time I tried to read that. Whew. Last night I had trouble sleeping because over the last week I just left the TV on when I went to bed. And this time I decided to listen to to Spotify on my iPhone, and I had trouble sleeping, so I turned that off and put the TV on. And the master bedroom was, of course, my parents' room and my mom's room. And I finally fell asleep, and I kind of dreamt it, but I was kind of up but kind of awake. Kind of awake but kind of sleeping. And I saw her. It was like so real. Saw her laying next to me, and I was trying to hold her hand, and I heard myself calling her over and over, and I woke myself up. And I posted that on Twitter, and a couple people said that was her, saying that she'll be here. God, be here for me. My mom had a similar dream. My dad passed away not too long after he passed away. She was sleeping and she literally felt the bed move like someone was getting up, and she heard a moan, like when you first get out of bed. And after that, that didn't happen. It was like, him telling her he's okay. So, blurry, washed out. So, yeah. So now that I have the death certificate, I'm going to try and make one copy right now to have it all ready. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I was hoping to see a show tonight, but nothing good is opening up on house seats, right? At least right now. It's still early. It's only like noon. But other than that, I'm probably going to stay home today and tomorrow, maybe. But yeah. So I'm going to end it here. And right now, so I'll see you in a bit or tomorrow. So it doesn't look as dark in real life than it does on camera, though right now it doesn't look too bad, because I have a light here, and I have two lights on here. That one by the chair is on a timer. And like I said before, the main rooms, the bedroom and the living room, there's no lights in the ceiling. And we didn't know that when we looked at the house, because of course we looked at the daytime. But yeah, the bathrooms and the kitchen all have lights in the ceiling, and there, of course, there's a light in the doorway in the hall, and then There's lights in the dining room, and there's like a hallway lights in the ceiling. Not that many, but it's not a big hallway. Anyway, after the last segment, I really didn't do anything. I stayed home. There wasn't a show I wanted to see. There was, but wasn't able to get eligible to get a ticket yet. That one, Tenors of Rock, I'm only able to see that every 30 days, and it's a really good show. I saw them last year when they were at Harrah's, and they just recently moved to Planet Hollywood a few months ago, and that theater is a really small theater, and it's loud. It's loud when it was at Harrah's, but that was a much bigger, well, not way bigger, but it was a bigger room than they are now. And they had more of a band in the Harrah's. Now they just have a guitar player and a drummer. They used to have a bass player too. And the bass player and the guitar player are in a Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers tribute band that I've seen a couple times at the Suncoast. But this time the guitar player and the drummer was there. But anyway, so the last time I saw them was in July 13th. So I got a few more days before I'm eligible to get tickets to see them again. And I want to because I think one of the people in Tenors of Rock is leaving to do a Broadway show. I think it's a touring show of Jesus Christ Superstar. So they're replacing him with, I think, one or two other guys. So a good excuse to go see them again. And yeah, so there's that. And I was gonna make the spaghetti squash for dinner tonight. I didn't feel like it because the last couple days I've been having a sinus headache, and that's either due to the weather, my allergies, because it's been really windy out the last couple days, and but I think it's due to me crying on and off and on the last few days, causing my sinuses to go cuckoo. And I'm fine, like, sitting watching TV or working on the diamond painting or listening to podcasts or music, and I'm fine. But if I'm like, somebody called me to see how I am, or on Twitter or Facebook, talking to somebody, or if I see a post, because I just was on Twitter a little while ago, and I saw a tweet from somebody, and it hit home for me, and that's part of the waterworks. But I know it'll be okay eventually. I know it's going to take time. It's like mourning her, mourning my mom, and then worrying about financials. It's too much. No, I'm not going to start crying now. So what I was going to order out, but again, every time I was going to order something, it stopped me because the service fee, the small order fee, $2, and if you order $10 or more, then you don't get that service fee, and then, anyway, I decided not to order out once again, and I just fixed a TV dinner. Granted, it's not the healthiest, greatest thing to eat, but, better than nothing. Hopefully tomorrow I'll make the spaghetti squash. For lunch today, I had the leftover rice from my beef and broccoli that I made, and because I steamed the broccoli first. That's what the recipe says, and then I added, made the sauce. Put the ingredients in the sauce on the bottom, and then put the shrimp and the broccoli back in, and then cook it again under pressure for 0 minutes under pressure for pressure. That made it so the broccoli so soft. It wasn't bad the first day, but having it leftovers the next day, it got really soft and it looked like broccoli soup. So I'm never doing that again. When I put the shrimp in, I'm putting the broccoli in too, because it takes just as long for the broccoli to cook as the raw shrimp. So that's my little tip for the Instapot. So, now what I was going to say. Oh, leftovers. I had leftover rice, and then I steamed the rest of the broccoli in the Instapot for my lunch. So, and there was a lot of rice left. I made a lot of rice than I thought I should. But anyway, so that's what I did for dinner, and hopefully tomorrow I'll make the spaghetti squash. And there's something else. Oh, today after I got the death certificates and quit filming, I made a couple copies, 3 copies of the death certificate, and I took one of them and put it in the envelope that my mom's pension place sent, and put her check that they sent in the envelope as well, in there as well. And I took a couple of my mom's, well, this one's on my dad's, but I took a couple of my mom's and put one, well, I was going to send 3. 2 of them, well, one of them was for a friend of hers that she grew up with in Kansas City. One was to my aunt, and then one was her, a friend that she used to work with years ago, and I wrote a note telling him what happened and all that, so I sent that off. And I was going to wait to mail that stuff, the death certificate, or not the death certificate, well, yeah, it was a death stuff for my mom's pension, and then, of course, those other 3 things, I was going to wait to mail that Monday when I mailed the death certificate to my broker. But I figured I can mail it today, mail it now, well, not now, but mail it this afternoon. So I took them and I went to the mailbox. Of course, first I checked the mail to see if the mail showed up, because what's the point of putting it in the outgoing mail slot if the mail was already here? It was just going to sit there for a whole day. So the mail wasn't here yet, so I put that in the outgoing mail, and the mail came later, and so that's off and to their destination. And I didn't get any bills today. Yay me! My mom, she got in the mail a thing from a lawyer about estate planning, like planning when you're gone, what will happen to your estate. And I'm like thinking to myself, well, that's a little too late. Well, she already took care of that before, all this, so that should be fine. But I thought it was kind of odd that happened. So, yeah, and tonight, when I was in a little mood, I was having a little cry fest a little bit, I ordered 2 more diamond paintings. And I know I shouldn't have, but, I was feeling, blue, and they weren't that expensive. They were like $11 and change each. And they're like, I forget what size they are now, but they're not 30 by 40. They're 40 by 50 or something like that. And then there was a $2 coupon, so I used that. So it only cost me like $20 instead of 22. But still, I know I shouldn't have done it. But those diamond paintings fitted the mood I was in. And I still got 2 more to work on, and I still have to finish this. So yeah, and I'm rambling now, and you probably can't understand a word I'm saying. So I think I'm going to end it here, and thanks for watching, and see you next time.